Hey, what's going on? It's a Mothupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing something amazing. I'm going to be breaking down the markets for you so you're able to get that. I'm also going to show you what's going to be happening for the week. So hopefully you can be able to benefit from some of the trade ideas that I have. So what are we going to be covering? We're going to be covering US 100. We're going to be covering US 30. We're also going to be looking at GBP, JPY, and as well gold. So those are the four assets or instruments that we're going to be looking at. And yeah, before we get started, guys, I just wanted to remind you guys that you should remember that we do not take any form of investments, or we'd never ask you for money that we can trade for you. We do not trade for you. So even if you on social media, whatever platform that you're on, and you're chatting with someone or you're talking to someone that claims to be us or me, it means that that person is a scammer and you will get to lose your hard-earned money, because we do not do that and we do not promote that. You should be on the lookout of these scammers, and you should be able to see a scammer, because you know the real Lesiba Mothupi is all about sharing value and not taking from you. So yeah, let's get straight to it. What you can do is like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because whenever I get to upload, make sure that you also turn that notification bell, because whenever that I get to upload a video, you will be notified. So instead of you watching this video a few days later and then missing out on these opportunities and stuff, what you can do is that when I upload a video that, hey guys, I'm seeing this 30 now, it's gonna go up, automatically it will notify you. So automatically you'll be able to buy and benefit from those trades, because at the same time you're getting it at the perfect time. So yeah, let's get started. Like I did say, let us start off first with US 30, and then we're gonna be going to Nasdaq and GBP, JPY, and then gold. So looking at it here on US 30, we've got I'll start off first with our daily time frame. We've got here being our first touches, and then this being our second touches. So now on the daily support right here, one thing that I was looking for is as well something that would confirm my buy trades. So obviously I see this big bearish candlestick followed by an undecided candle. And now this candle that's coming right here, it's the one that looks promising, because what happened here is something that I love. I wanted to see this. Now I just want to see a bullish candlestick that closes, and then now it will just continue going up. So if price can at least close above these areas right here, if it can beat Friday's opening, like you can see here, Friday, the highest that it was on Friday, if it can close at least above that, then I'll be excited to buy on this specific position moving into the week. That's something that's going to be giving me just buys, confirming for my daily buys. So going on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, you can simply see it's the same thing. Let me just remove this right here and draw up my pattern here. So you can see on the 4-hour chart that we've got a beautiful falling pattern there. We've got a beautiful falling pattern. So why am I saying it's a falling pattern? Because if I put up these lows right here, you can see that okay, price actually did go down. It went down, and while it impulsed down, then it started running out of momentum, and then it started now correcting down. Eventually we got this double bottom as a confirmation, and now here's a breakout. You can see price broken out here. So once price maybe gives us a retest, our first retest here is when we will be taking it and going all the way up with it. And one thing that I like about this is that it's a long-term position, because we are still going far. We're not going to be ending anytime soon. So this is the 4-hour chart. So imagine what you're going to be getting on the 1 hours, because our first take profit would be here. Once we break out of here, our first take profit would be here, and then from there we have all of this swing going all the way upwards. We've got this going upwards. So that's amazing. I like this and I'm excited. So let us move over to the 60-minute, take a look at it. So 60-minute, same thing. Basically what we're waiting for is just a break and a retest. So price, once it literally just retested somewhere around this area, once we start getting some support, like let's say now for instance, I would take this trade, because here is my resistance on the 1 hour. And from what I see is price couldn't break, it went down, price broke out with this candle, and now it's testing it as support. So even this I would take, but I actually want to confirm with the daily time frame. I'll take it something similar to like this, and this being my first take profit right here. But for now I'll just lay a bit low and then wait for price to confirm with the 4-hour chart or the daily close. And once the daily has closed, that's when I'll start capitalizing on it. But the most important thing is, if you're looking to buy, rather buy on support instead of buying when price is at resistance. Okay, so let's move over to Nasdaq. Moving over to Nasdaq. So I'll be showing you guys the daily and the 4-hour, and I might get in as low as the 1 hour, but I'm not gonna go as deeper as the 15 minutes, because that's when like it's gonna be those intraday movements. So I don't want you watching this video and like, you know, trying to get an entry immediately after watching this video. No, it means that I'm showing you where the where the momentum is gonna be, what we are looking for that week, and then you can start looking for those specific trades. And obviously, if you're in the Telegram public group that we have, obviously whenever I send out those trades, you'd be able to just see, oh, we are now about to buy Nasdaq, or you understand. So it's much more simpler. So on Nasdaq here, we've got this being our first solid low, and then price coming a bit more low here. So with this one here, obviously I can see price push down, but it didn't get all the way down to the support. So that's why I'm like, no, I'm not going to be placing trades anytime now, because I just want to see what's going to happen. US30 is more, I'm confident when it comes to US30 compared to Nasdaq. So I think I'm more rather to take US30 compared to taking Nasdaq. And right here, you can see one thing that I like about Nasdaq is that it also has a clear breakout on the 4 hours. So let's see if I may just draw up this right here. If I may just draw up this right here, you can simply see that price, obviously it now broke above, like this was an area, it broke above this line that we had, and then it treated this area as support, and then now we are looking to go back upwards. So on Nasdaq, to be honest, it also looks ready. It also, what did I do? 60. On Nasdaq, it also looks ready, because you can see first touch, second touch, it broke out, it retested the resistance came back now as support. So now even if you decide that you're gonna be buying somewhere here, your stop loss is safe. It's right below here, and your first take profit is here, and your overall take profit is here. And if let's say, because the market can move in its own ways, so you need to be a bit more careful. So what can happen is that you can easily just come here, have this right here, and right here. So even if price doesn't impulse yet, what can happen is maybe price can just play around, and then maybe giving us, like, you know, touches here, being first, second, third, and as well being a previous resistance turned now into support, and then maybe we can now buy going upwards. So we need to be a bit more careful with how we see this and how we capitalizing on it. But yeah, let us move over to GBP JPY. This is the previous week. Let me just do this. Okay, didn't clean up my charts here, so I'm actually analyzing this. Didn't clean up my charts and stuff, so I'm starting this like literally from scratch with you. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so what you can see here is that price has obviously just by looking at the daily time frame, what are we seeing? We're seeing more of buyers compared to sellers. So we're seeing buyers, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, couldn't break, lower high, lower low, came here, higher low, higher high. No, I'm not drawing it correct. Okay, let me just do this. Higher high, higher low, higher high. This being our higher low. So maybe price can go all the way up and give us higher high. And looking at this whole area right here, you can simply see that there's a higher chance that price can literally just test up here. So let's see if I may drop my trend lines right here, like something similar to this and this. You can see that even if price comes back up, so it retests somewhere here, it's gonna make sense. For third touches, it can make sense. Maybe after that we'll start seeing sells or something, né? But from what I'm looking at it now, it makes sense that we are in a clear buyer's movement. So I'll go to the 1 hour, 4 hours. So on the 4 hour, one thing that I like about this is that you can simply see that the previous week we had our lowest high here, price broke out, and here it went a bit, it broke below the structures here, even though it played a bit around the zone, went low, and then it came back to retest here. So you can see now it became a resistance. Here was support, here it broke out, here was a resistance. So coming back at it, here it broke out, and then with the next candle it came to test this area here with our support areas, And even with this, you can simply see that this area here is a strong area of support now, meaning that we are in a clear upward movement. We are now in a clear upward movement. So our initial take profit can actually be up here, and then our initial will be somewhere here. So let me just go on the 60-minute, and then we are going to be seeing how we go about with this. So obviously breakout right here, came back to retest with this candle, and now see what it's doing. So obviously I'll just say let me just put this right here, you know, where prices presently been at, can have it here, lowest highest low right here. So looking at this is a pattern. Let me just take this out. Looking at this is a pattern that's a continuation pattern, because it's like this and it's like this. So it's an impulse, correction, then the next impulse. So this is a continuation pattern to the upside, meaning that I'm looking for buys instead of sells. Let's take a look at it. So right here, I think the best way where we will be finding some of the entries that we're looking for here would be see where price is at now. Currently it broke out, and then now it's retesting around these structures here. So obviously this could be our first line of entry. We can have entry right here, stop loss safer right here. And since we're looking at it on the 1 hour chart, meaning that we are now going all the way up to here, which is the first take profit. I'm looking at 345 pips stop loss. And yeah, that's something you can be looking at. But obviously if you start wanting to intraday it, what you'll do is that you can go as low as the 15 minutes. Like that's what I'm most likely to do, low as 15 minutes. And then you can see on the 15 minutes that so far price rejected so many times, and then it gave us this engulfing candle to the upside. So I'm more likely to buy here. I'm more likely to put my stop loss right here, 27 pip, and the same take profit, which is right here, boom, 12%, ne? So it's now on 12%. So I moved a beautiful trade to a very more beautiful trade. So that's what I'm looking for at GBP JPY. And then one last one, which is gold. Let me just do this, clean it up, come back here. Okay, so on gold it's gonna be a bit more aggressive, because you can see the price has been, like, now it went a bit more down, tried going upwards, and then this whole huge impulse to the downside. So gold, looking at it, obviously it's moving now in a ranging market. Like obviously it came from a huge downward trend, and now it's at, I would say that it's in a ranging market, because there's no clear upward or downward movement. So normally when you're seeing such, you shouldn't be even forcing the market. So let me just try going on the 4 hour to see if we can capture something on it. And I think for me, this is a beautiful opportunity or trade, that not even trade, symbol that I even brought up here, because I started looking at it now, like looking at it with you guys now. I want to show you that even if you, sometimes when you're not seeing setups or opportunities and stuff, you're not supposed to be forcing it. Like here for me, for instance, yeah, maybe you can say that I'm seeing a sell, I'm seeing a buy, but for me, I'm not seeing a clear setup in terms of how price is moving. Like I can understand that, yeah, price came from it being a downward trend, and since now we are in a correction, meaning that this is our start of a correction, and possibly price would have, let me just put it right here, let me just put it right here as well, right here on this cleaner, this low and this area here, and then price being just like this. So this makes more sense. First touches, second touches, yeah, third touches. But I see price, maybe there's a higher chance of price, it's either coming up, retesting this area, and then going back down, and then to break out to continue, or where it's at, maybe price would come here, give us a third touch, and then go back up. You understand? Because at the same time, looking at it right here, let me just go on the 60-minute to show you what I'm seeing. Looking at it right here on the lowest time frame, you can see that this is a very strong zone right here. So it's either price is gonna respect the zone and then go up to where it's supposed to actually go at, or if it happens that it doesn't respect, it breaks below, then maybe once it turns into resistance, you can easily just find the sellers all the way down to maybe take profit and then hopefully look for it to go up. But I'm not gonna force myself to see something that I'm not seeing on gold. And yeah, I think you guys did manage to see me covered through US30, US100, and as well GBP, JPY. Now ending it with gold. The one thing that you can do for me is obviously just make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because at the end of the day, whenever I get to upload setups, if I see a beautiful setup that I want you to actually take advantage of, I will upload it and you will be one of the first people that will be notified. And that way you can as well reach more people out there. So comment below what it is that you are looking at, what are you trading, and what are you seeing on that. So if you're trading gold, tell me you're trading gold and you're looking at daily movement for the weekly movement being buyers or sellers, so that way we can engage and be able to just share setups together. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. It's your boy Mothupi. Thank you so much for watching.